Let's have a conversation about trailing stops, otherwise known as riding the trend, letting the market take you out. That's an approach that it works really well when the markets are trending. But when we have consolidated markets, we probably want to look more at using price targets. But generally, you can find markets that are trending every single day. So having a trailing stop in your toolbox is pretty good to have. But before I start with that, the last few months, Google has seen a spike in the number of people that are looking and searching for options trading strategies. I think with what we've seen, people are, for obvious reasons, they're just looking for another stream of income. And here we have a free guide that Netpicks has put together so you can learn about options and how we approach it. It's totally free. There's no obligation for anything. The link is above or below in the description. Just check it out. So I want to talk about using the Chandelier Exit as a trailing stop. And I like it because you actually use volatility, and it's also based on the average true range indicator. Now, using the name Chandelier, that's no mistake, because the indicator actually hangs from the highs or above the lows of current price. Now, since it's calculated using the ATR, this trailing stop is going to be further from price when we have high volatility moves. And as we get lower volatility, it's going to move closer to price. This feature, I think it allows you to take advantage of momentum moves in price without you being just stopped out prematurely on just normal market movement. In fact, the default ATR multiple of 3 that's used, and the design of that is to keep you in the trend longer as opposed to a general swing in the market. Anything over 3 ATR against you is generally that move is done. So how do we use it? Well, once you enter a position, the normal procedure that you have is setting a stop loss. And one trader might decide to use a profit target. Trend following traders will let the trade run. So when you use a Chandelier Exit as a trailing stop, that enables you to stay in the strong trending markets a lot longer than when you exit at a target. And of course, once the volatility starts to decrease, the stop becomes tighter to price. So the difference between this and the normal trailing stop is this exit hangs from the absolute highs or lows and extends below the price or above, depending, which gives you a true stop in line with the full range of price, the full average true range of price. So as the price movement evolves, the stop will trail in line with the calculation of the indicator. And as with all stop loss techniques, you do not move your stop loss further away from price once it's set. Now, the Chandelier Exit, it has you exiting generally when the trend is changing. But that does not mean it's a selling or buying indicator. It's not designed for trade entry, so you don't just flip from short to long or long to short. So how's it calculated? Well, it has 2 lines. One would be for your short positions and one is for your long positions. And it's going to flip to the opposite once the price reaches either of the lines. So the general rule is you close your position once the indicator gets triggered, but you do not open a trade in the other direction. So in the settings, we have 3 different ones we can look at. We can look at the look back period. That's the number of price highs and lows to look back. And that's going to calculate the highest high or the low in that period from where the chandelier hangs. The usual setting is 22. The ATR period is just the number of periods that you're going to use for the ATR calculation. That's, again, 22. And the multiplier, this is X times the ATR, and we usually use 3. And as I mentioned, a move of 3 times the ATR, that's generally considered a large move, and you'd probably want to be out of your position. The calculation is pretty simple, although your charting package is going to do it for you. Now, you can adjust the end settings, but the risk is having too close a stop, as well as having the stop too far away from market action. So if your Chandelier Exit is too close, you get taken out of the trade with normal market fluctuations, which we don't want. And if you have too far a stop, you're going to give a lot back in terms of profit, which we also don't want. So let's look at it in an uptrend. As the price of the instrument makes higher highs and lows, it's an uptrend, and we're looking for buying signals. So in this example here, we're just going to be coming off of a downtrend, and price gaps up from a range, which is bullish. So I want you to assume that you're long after the break. So this is Apple stock, and it continues to trend higher, and the indicator continually tracks under price. On the right side of the chart, you can see that the exit indicator actually turns red, which signifies your trailing stop has been hit and the price is closed below it. But as a trader, you probably want to have a bit of a buffer zone below the exit because you don't want to get taken out on just a probe of price. Now, part of your trading plan is going to include your decision of exiting on the touch of the line or a price point just under the line. And some traders may be tempted to exit at the close as opposed to when the stop is hit. Problem with that is you run the risk of a large move against you before you exit. And especially if you never got in profit, you just took a bigger loss than you had actually planned for, which we don't want to do either. In a downtrend, market makes lower lows and highs. You want to consider short-only trades. This is just a 1 hour chart. Price on the left is consolidating. We have a breakout, a pullback, you'd be short. Now the exit's now above the price, and you can see how it gives price room to run in the middle of the chart. As the candlesticks start to get smaller, that means we have a smaller range. The trailing stop will get tighter to price before it breaks to the upside. It's pretty simple. So wrap this up. Trailing stops, look, they're great for attempting to capture a large portion of the move. When you use the highs or the lows of price plus the ATR or minus the ATR, as we do with this exit, it gives you a lot of opportunity to catch the meat of the move. And with most indicators, you can adjust the settings, but you have to ensure that you're comfortable with the loss of profits or being spiked out of the move and then watching the market go on its way. Now, the problem with that is the frustrations for both of those. It can lead a trader to do things outside of their trading plan to make back what they feel they were just cheated out of. And that's where discipline in your trading is pretty key. All right, thanks for watching. Any questions or comments, just put them below and I'll get to them. Thanks.